Hello, my name is Moylan, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to speak with you about a practice that I have developed for myself over the last few years. And it's the practice of what I call being centered. There are times every day where we're challenged. What happens is that we often react to that stimulus, a stimulus that comes from the external environment. And we find ourselves becoming upset. Sometimes we become angry, frustrated, and even confrontational. How would it be, I ask myself, to have a choice in how I reacted to situations? So I decided to explore the world of what I call responsibility. I noticed that there was the stimulus that I mentioned, and then there was immediately a reaction. It was like a rehearsed reaction that I had seen modeled for me in the world by surrounding people for many years. But I also thought, what if I created a space between the stimulus and the reaction? And in that space, I took a breath, I grounded myself, and in that space I was able to find and discover a choice. So the reaction then would change to stimulus, choice, response. But when they come together and there's no space, you have stimulus and just reaction. You're reacting an old script, a script that's been given to you by somebody else, and it's a script that you've blindly accepted, and you just keep acting out and acting out and acting out. And the good thing about it is that when you become aware and you become conscious that there's another choice, then you can develop a new practice. So the question you might ask is, how do I begin to do this? How do I begin to develop that space? Well, first of all, you have to create the space internally. That space is created by the breath. So when you feel your body reacting, you'll get a feeling of going up. Everything is a startle reaction in the body. Everything rises up. But the choice is for you actually to go down, to breathe in, allow the abdomen to expand. You can even put your hand here and just breathe down. And just replenish yourself. Just find that lovely space where calmness lives, where peace lives. I like to compare this with, in a tornado or a hurricane. It's spinning, it's chaotic, it's like causing like mayhem. And in the center of that is called the I, and the I is peaceful. The I is tranquil. The I is I have choice. So during these practices that we will go ahead and explore, we will develop the I consciousness so that we will be able to make powerful choices, and choices that when we reflect back on them, we'll feel that was an empowered choice that I made that brought resolution to otherwise an avenue that could have brought me down into conflict and frustration and pain and hurt and suffering. See, the idea and the concept of this is that when I react, I contract, I separate, I alienate, I judge, criticize, blame, and punish. Oh my. When I respond, I expand, I include, I collaborate, I become cohesive, I cooperate, I build community. So in this wonderful time that we're experiencing now in this world of transformation and transition, to change and to build the community, that platform comes from how we choose to respond to the external world. Empower yourself by making a good choice. Thank you so much for listening. It's been a blessing to be here with you today, and I look forward to connecting with you again very soon.